Hello, everyone. This is Tina from TinaTalk4Real, and I am here with Matt. And today I wanted to discuss my organization that I started, and it's called Angels Women Organization. And what is typically is going to happen with the Angels Organization is I want to uplift women and empower women to do better, to want to do better, and to be able to lend a hand of support for the women. So one of the first event that I planned was to help out a single family for Christmas, a working mom or a working husband and wife, but the ends doesn't meet. And it just put extra stress on them when it comes down to now, not only do we have to pay bills, but we have to have money set aside for Christmas, as well as keep a steady flow in the household. So I came up with a plan to adopt one family, and I end up with two families, one from Trumbull County and one from Mahoney County. Trumbull County is a single mom with two teenagers, a boy and a girl. And then Mahoney County is a grandmother who's raising five of her grandkids. So one of the things that I decided was I reached out to a beautician in Youngstown and a beautician in Warren that will offer them a free hairdo. And then I have Nikila in Warren who's going to do a body wax for the lady in Warren. And I'm going to reach out to have the eyebrows done for the grandmother in Mahoney County, as well as we have a caterer in Youngstown and a caterer in Warren that will make them a Christmas dinner. So with all that, I'm going to take donations from any and everyone who wants to give in order to be able to provide for these two families. So that's where we are.
Yeah, that sounds cool. So, and I want to, first of all, thank you for having me on the call to hear about what you got going on. So I want to ask, when did you form Angels Women Organization Group, and what was the inspiration behind it? Was it a personal thing? What was the passion behind it?
Well, it was something that I had been thinking about a couple months back, and I came up with the name because angel is, God sends angels to help you. So I figured that was a good name because we're trying to help other people. It's personal to some degree. I felt like there was times when I would be working and I couldn't afford to get my hair done. I couldn't afford the extras for my kids. But I was working and I was plugging away at it. So I just felt like, I never told anybody what I needed, what I didn't have. I just did without and made it look easy. So I know there's other women or families that's going through the same thing. So if I could just make one day a year, which I won't stop at one day a year, but this one important day, then that's my goal, is to help out and to make the women look pretty, feel pretty for that day. They always say a nice hairdo could change your attitude.
Exactly. How did you select the people that you're going to help? Are these people that you already knew, or how did that come about?
I did not. A friend of mine suggested the lady in Warren, and what I did was I put out that I wanted to have them write 500 words or less explaining to me why they should be chosen. And really nobody reached out. I don't understand it. I mean, I don't need to know your personal life. You could have just said, I'm struggling financially, I'm a single mom, blah, bam. But my partner in Warren, she knew the lady, and so I told her to have the lady write the note, and she wrote a nice little note. And so I didn't have anybody else to choose between, and I wasn't searching for people, so I chose her. And the lady from Youngstown, my girlfriend, happened to be taking her back and forth to church, and we happened to be discussing it, and she was like, well, a grandmother raising 5 of her grandkids from, I think, the age of 7 to 16, which is twin girls. So I just said, okay, well, I'll do one from Youngstown and one from Warren. That's how they were chosen.
Gotcha. And now you mentioned you have a partner. So how many people are a part of your organization? Is it just you and your girlfriend, or are there more?
Right now it's my organization, but when I put it out on Facebook, she's wanted to be a part of it. So it's pretty much her and I. And I'm not really sure if I want to add anybody and I don't mind adding people to the organization as volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm the type of person, and I might be wrong, but I like to call the shots because it's mine, and so I'm a little stingy in that area. But
Right.
That's just who I am, because at the end of the day, it's not that they don't have the passion that I have, but it's mine, and I'm responsible. And when I put my mind to do something, and I say I'm going to do it, that's what's going to happen.
Right.
So
I think at the end of the day, as long as you're being productive and, getting results, I think that's the most important thing, whether it's,
exactly.
a 1-person team or, a 10-person team.
Right.
So I can understand that.
Right. But at the end of the day, I have to be accountable for who else joins my organization. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to be selective in my choosing.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that I'm clear, the people that you're helping, these are all young ladies. Is there a certain age group that you're targeting?
No. Help don't come in an age group.
Mm-hmm.
No, because one is a grandmother, so.
Gotcha.
They're 2 different age groups. But, I'm not going to say, well, I can't help you from the age of 21 to 25. No. Help is, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was geared toward helping the kids or geared toward helping the adults, what's the word I'm looking for, the guardian. But it's just a little bit of everything, it sounds like.
Right. And we'll have different events. My next event, I was thinking more so towards, I know in Cleveland, there's a lot of homeless people, and I happened to be downtown, and there was a guy, he had on a hospital gown, some flip-flops, some socks, and a piece of a coat. And then I saw one laying in the street, pretty much, on the sidewalk with a little blanket. So my heart was to collect boots and coats and shoes and sleeping bags and pass out to these people. So
right.
So I'm looking at that being my next event.
Okay, that sounds good. So as far as the current event, if you could just bullet point some of the things. I know you kind of touched on a few things that you are looking to donate or grant to these the chosen ones. What if you could bullet point, exactly what type of things you're in need of, because obviously you want the listeners to contribute in some kind of way. So what kind of things are needed?
Well, monetary gifts is really what I'm looking for, because all I'm going to do is, like the mother with the teenagers, I'm just going to go to different stores in the mall and buy gift cards. And she can then go shopping and buy what she wants to buy. That's my goal, is to just buy gift cards for both ladies and allow them to do the shopping. That way they still get the excitement and the joy of buying for their kids, but they just got some. So that's pretty much primarily what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for anybody to buy toys, send me canned goods. I'm not looking for any of that. If you want to donate money, that will work well for me, and we can just give these people the gift cards and allow them to do their own shopping.
Right. Yeah, that sounds good. My mother, she's a director of Know Your Neighbor Block Watch, and they would put on programs for about 10 to 15 kids. It may have been a little bit more. And it was a program over the summer. The kids learned all kind of different stuff, you know, from gardening type things to business classes and so on and so forth. But at the end of the program, the kids received it was like $150, $200 on a gift card. And it was, you know, pretty successful. And the kids, you know, they were, you know, just so super happy to receive those gift cards because some of them, you know, most of them, they probably would not have had any money to, you know, put toward their school clothes. So programs like that are definitely a blessing, you know. So
Right.
now,
And I would like to connect
mm-hmm.
with programs like that so we can. My big thing of it is even when we give to parents and kids, I believe that the kids should have to give back so they will understand and appreciate what you're giving. You can then give back.
Exactly.
Blessed
All
to be
right.
a blessing.
Exactly. I'm definitely in your corner and down with you. You know, so anything that we can do to help support in addition to, you know, setting up the podcast and these calls and, you know, putting your GoFundMe page together, you know, we're down for that because, you know, there's a need. You know, we can't always have our hands out, you know, expecting someone to help us. We gotta, you know, come together and do what we can for ourselves and, you know, bless ourselves and teach that to the young ones, you know, because that's what I see as a big problem now. They're just, you know, the kids are waiting for, you know, money to just drop out of the sky and resources to just drop out of the sky, and they don't know any better. It's not that they don't want to do better if they knew, they just don't know any better. So I'm digging what you have going on. So I appreciate that.
I appreciate you and your time and all your help.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Yeah. So we'll definitely have to do this again.
Okay. Yep. And we'll have all the information for the viewers who want to donate.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
You are quite welcome. All right. I'll catch you on the next call.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep.